Hello, good evening, one and all. I am Kotagiri and I am Krishnan Dali. Today I am going to give a small presentation on why projects fail. Why projects fail? If you put a question on this to many project managers or project team members, there will be many reasons for a project failure. And behind every project failure, there are its own set of issues. Sometimes it is a single trigger event that leads to failure, but more often than not, it is a complex, knotted set of problems that combine and cumulatively result in failure. Generally, these fall into two categories. Firstly, things the team did do. Second, things the team failed to do or ignored to do. And one of the few common mistakes that most projects tend to do, and they do these and which leads to or contribute to the failure of the projects are, like I would discuss few of the common mistakes. They are like eyes are bigger than their budget. That is, business needs goals and dreams. Business needs goals and dreams. Leaders need to temper them with a healthy dose of reality and expectation setting. But in reality, it doesn't go in that way because in most cases there will be an imbalance between goals, expectations, and time and budget, hence projects to fail. Continuing to pursue bad ideas. There is a saying in Hollywood: a bad film from a good script is possible, but it is impossible to make a good film from a bad script. Though you won't always recognize a bad idea straight away, once you do, never assume that you will make it work or believe that you have put in too much effort to change course. Because project defines its vision, goals, but the document is more important. But more often it is put on a shelf and never used as a guide for subsequent decision making. And the project manager lacks the interpersonal or organizational skills to bring people together and make things happen. This is also most commonly cited project failures reason, because if project manager is not effective, then it's going to affect the whole team. And one more thing is working with wrong talent. Like, for example, selecting the first available person to fill a role rather than waiting for a person who is best for that suitable job is also one of the main reason, because team will have an imbalance of talent, and lack of clear roles and responsibilities result in confusion, errors, and omissions. Failure to provide team with appropriate training in either the technology in use or the process the team will be using or the business domain in which the system will function. And more importantly, one of the other reason is like death by committee, as we call, but we, we call it's a failure to identify or engage stakeholders. So we kill the committee by not identifying the stakeholders or interested who are interested on the project. We fail to identify their intentions and ideas or expectations. And more often, teams are pushed who are exhausted in doing like if a team is performing well and the team is overloaded, which is not good for any team. And adding more resources to an already late project causes additional strain on the leadership team, which will result in low performance. The project requirements are based on the assumptions, most cases, that everything will work as planned and as they dream. But requirements to handle potential problems are more challenging situations that might occur are never considered at all, which will which force the projects. to get failed. And one more thing is failure to address excessive scope volatility or uncontrolled scope creep is one of the major cause for projects to fail. And estimations. Those who will actually perform the work are excluded from the estimating process, which is not good for any project who wants to get success. Because the assumptions used for estimating are never documented or discussed or validated. Even this is one of the other reason why we don't have proper vision towards the project. Planning is seen as a project manager's sole responsibility rather than team activity. Unclear roles and responsibilities lead to confusion and gaps. The final part is the risk management, which is seen as an independent activity rather than an integral part of the planning process. So, from the above, all the common mistakes made by many team leaders or yeah, project managers, which leads to projects failure. And if proper care taken to address these common mistakes made by many projects, there will be more successful projects than getting failed. I, I thank everyone on this evening to take their valuable time and listen to my presentation. I thank Dr. Griffin and colleagues who are present on this presentation, and thank you for giving me this valuable time and opportunity. Thank you.